Oh my God, 2 seconds late and you guys take a shit fit. Hi,
Hey,
everyone.
kids.
Welcome to January 9th, 2024, our second show of the year.
Hey,
I will
and we're ejecting members by the day. Day 2. We're down to 2.
So, welcome. It is just Mr. Whiskers and I tonight.
Hey, how's it going, fellas?
I mean, quite honestly, I'm not necessarily sure where John is. I know he had some personal stuff to take care of. I'm hoping that he will be back soon.
You know what? It doesn't matter. We love John. John, whatever you're doing,
Whenever
come back when you need to.
come back, he will come. And Dennis had a hockey game to go to tonight. And down here in Florida, we're having horrific weather. There were tornado warnings. I think I got like 3 emergency tornado warnings today to take shelter in place.
Yeah, I saw that.
I know.
7 people dead around your parts.
Oh, you're kidding. You're kidding.
No?
Okay.
I got it. When your phone gives you that little alert.
Yes.
7 people dead and so many people told to hunker in place.
Yeah, well, it's kind of crazy. So
it might just be me at some point, guys. If we hear and then black screen, then well.
Okay, so what we're going to do tonight is a really, really easy show, but I do have a couple of conspiracy theory things I want to go over, and you'll let me know what you think when we get to it. But today's show is really, really horrible. I only have 15 clips. Normally I have 18, 20, 25 sometimes. And then on top of that, John's cleaning out the computer stuff. And I do not have that tonight because it was really not a great show. So Arm hasn't completed his analysis of episode 1, season 2 of 21 Jump Street from November 23rd. I thought he was going to do some Deppevision Awards or something like that at some point too. But so just
he'll get around to it.
Yeah. So Arm, come back when you can.
He's a man of many talents.
Indeed. So, Howard got a little bit of publicity yesterday by bitching and moaning about the fact that he has COVID.
The Rona
went on and on a little bit, quite honestly. And the thought is, why didn't he go on Paxlovid? Why is he still testing positive after 10 days? Why is he perpetuating this like the miserable hypochondriac that he is?
Isn't it normally I know I had the freaking Rona. It was 3-4 days and you're negative, right? Normally.
I would say, you know what? I'm not really sure. The first time I had it, I took Paxlovid and I was clear in 4 days. And then this second time I just had it recently, which was October, November. I didn't take anything because it was really just a kind of a bad, basically.
2 weeks seems a little bit of an exaggeration.
It is a little bit. And he is a miserable hypochondriac.
Once again, it's going to be the cum hat of 2024. This is going to be your Thanksgiving show. Without freaking doubt, this guy is so devoid of any imagination at this point or any attempt to make anything entertaining. Remember, this is supposed to be a comedy show that people are paying to listen.
But nothing funny happened, and it's crazy. The subterfuge, the hidden advertisements for SWAT and the Equalizer 3 were insane.
It's just a paid program. It's literally it's an infomercial from the late 80s. Remember, you tune in and Bruce Jenner and his wife were selling you some spandex crap.
This is what's happening. This is what's happening.
Exactly how it is.
So let's start the show. Let's who talked to whose wife last night? What are we talking about in the chat? I'm sorry, I'm trying to.
Do you remember when he went on that dude's show? What's his name? The Jack May Offer guy. Remember how he busted his balls that your show is just nothing but just infomercial for this and that. And
yeah,
it's just funny how he projected every single thing he eventually turned into.
Yeah, but is it true that because he's on SiriusXM, he doesn't have to tell you
the payola thing? No, yeah. I'm sure the rules don't apply, but it's still the same product.
It's kind of crazy. All right, let's start.
A horse of a different color.
Let's start with the opening and see what he had to say first thing this morning. I am happy that you're all here with us tonight, and thank you for coming. And yay, Michigan, I guess, even though it's John Hines.
Cheaters always win.
All right, here we go.
Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Well, here we go again.
How are you this morning?
I'm not great, honestly. I wouldn't care that I had COVID if I didn't have to do a radio show. If I had time to just kind of hang loose, I'd feel fine. Talking for 3 hours straight is not on the agenda for me right now. So maybe force me to take a few breaks while I'm doing the show.
Okay.
And that might be better because I start to burn in my chest.
Oh, really? Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just very hard to, I don't like COVID. I don't like it at all. You know?
I don't know you can find anybody who says, I love COVID.
Really? Do we care?
Where are the jokes? Where are the jokes?
Oh, it gets worse. It gets so much worse. Everything on the show gets so much worse. And I need to once again say that the app is horrible. Like, I used to be able to fast forward 30 seconds. So I would start the show like an hour late and then be able to like go through like all the miscellaneous bullshit I don't care about, like JD and, psychic bits and all that stuff. And now I can't fast forward. Like, there's no fast forward button. So you had to take your finger and you have to like scroll it a little bit, and it's really horrible. And yeah, that's what's going on. All right, so let's move on. And apparently people were complaining to him. It's like, how could you still be testing positive after 10 days that you have had this disease? I know, me too, Laundry Room. I am so triggered by it. I cannot stand going on there to record these clips. It's really, it's driving me absolutely insane. It's the worst. And when he goes off air, I swear to God, the very next day, I will cancel it. I cannot stand it. It's a messy piece of shit. It's horrible. I wonder if anybody's complaining about it, by the way. Okay.
It's like by the same people that did Real Player 5.
Yes, exactly.
Just complete garbage.
That was a nice little callback there. All right. So people are complaining.
Yeah, I got plenty.
Taking packs of it. And of course he didn't, because why?
I don't I love all my fans, but don't write me about what you did with your COVID. Like Chris Wilding started in with me this morning. He goes, I don't know why you didn't take Paxlovid. And I went, dude, you got to do me a favor. He goes, I took Paxlovid and I was over it in 3 days and I said, listen, if you put Dr. Agus told me I don't need Paxlovid, I'm fine. I'm doing fine.
Why did Dr. Agus tell you don't need Paxlovid? Is it because you didn't have COVID?
Because he wants to prolong it. He wants this shit to last.
Is it because you didn't have COVID?
He wants it to last to 2026 when the contract goes up.
Right. He wants it to linger. He wants it to be something he has for a long time. Why wouldn't a doctor tell him that he should take something that's going to get him
first of all, how can we take anything he says serious when he's insinuating that he's still in New York when we've already figured out that he's in Florida?
He already discussed that today. Everybody knows he's in Florida. It's like, that's like a done deal. Okay. I know, Laundry Room. You can't pause the app. It takes you back 45 minutes. I know. It's just infuriating. It's infuriating how horrible that app is. I would really be interested if people are complaining about that yet.
There's not one person that said a positive thing about it. Like Reverend Bud Green on our site, who's like the most pacifist, cool, chill guy. You hear him punching his freaking windows, complaining about this freaking app.
So, to my friend SWAT, that's a really good question. I wonder if he has kidney or liver issues where they wouldn't prescribe it to you.
Ooh.
I like that.
Ooh.
I like it. I like it. Let me go back to Music Stream really quickly. Monique, you can forward through the show still. You have to slide the bottom bar. Sweetheart, I know that. But a lot of times what's happening is I hear something and that I only want to go back, like a couple of seconds so that I can start recording it. But instead, what I find I have to do is I have to go back, I don't know, like 5-6 minutes and then slide it forward and get right to that point. And it's absolutely driving me insane. It's an absolutely horrible, non-user friendly thing. I think why they changed the app is because what they're attempting to do now is be like
rebrand.
Apple or a podcast driven streaming service. And it makes no sense. I don't know a single person under the age, well, first off, under the age of 40 that even has Sirius. But I don't think anybody really cares what they have to offer anymore. I really don't. Thank you for Fridays. Howard Stern.
Why would you?
Sirius stock never going over $8 per share. Absolutely. You'll hear momentarily about the fact that it's the 18th anniversary of them going to Sirius, which is actually frightening to me that it has been that long. It has been 18 years that he's been there. So this one got everybody kind of talking on our side about it because he's just so stupid the way he says things. Listen to this comment. This is it. He's talking about Pornhub. He's talking about, people having sex and having sex with ugly girls and stupid shit like this. And so he has this comment to say.
Thank you, honey. Can you imagine? I'm like, look, I try to look at the world through the eyes of a guy who didn't become famous. Because there were many years I was just a schlub. And I fucked people that really no one wanted to fuck.
I tried to look at the world as a guy who didn't become famous. Like, does he really try to look at the world like that?
I think he's saying is his wife only is banging him because he's famous. And he's rich.
I don't know.
I mean, what else can you deduce from that?
I don't deduce anything. I don't even really care. I hate him so much.
Neither do I, but I mean, since the subject got brought up.
I just don't. I'm
at a football game. What am I going to do? Discuss tennis?
Yes. Okay. Then he is discussing how he used to go to these AZA parties because that's how he picked up girls.
Okay. What is an AZA party?
AZA parties, which are like for people who can't get fucked who are Jewish.
Oh, gotcha.
And it would be just walls of fat, ugly women who rejected me. That's how ugly I am.
So weird because you all know that Allison was probably one of the only people he's ever had sex with in his life. So I had to look up what AZA is. Hold on. Monique needs to put on her readers. The Grand Order of Aleph Zadik Aleph is an international youth-led fraternal organization for Jewish teenagers founded in 1924 and currently existing as the male wing of BBYO Inc., an independent nonprofit organization for teens in 8th grade through 12th grade. It's AZA is the sister organization for B'nai B'rith girls. So can you imagine that this is like okay. This is what this child was doing as a teenager. It's called the Meeting of Friends and Associates, Understanding Goals. It's very weird. Like, who does these things? Ida, you would know about this. I'm going to be positive that Ida knows about this. Is this something that you know? Is this something that people would do? Look, it was from Chicago. Is this something that you know about? I'd be really interested to knowing what the hell AZA is and why is that an organization? But how Xavier. Xavier, did you hear about the? Did you hear about?
I was applying for one of those AZA.
Did you hear about the Jewish tunnels today?
I did, the Huggins Hero thing, which is what a colossal waste of energy. Seriously, okay, listen, I know people have conviction and all this other stuff, but come on, man, seriously, can't you just go, like, get into drones? Like, do you really need to dig a hole into your religious adversaries' abode?
Do you know
exactly?
That's almost as amazing as
Jesus Christ. Learn photography. Go do something else.
Almost as amazing as finding out that the Jews have like this little almost invisible wire around the entire city. You know what I'm talking about? Does anybody know what I'm talking about right now? About this wire that goes around the entirety of Manhattan. Some sort of...
So that's a hell of a wire. I've been to Manhattan.
Well, apparently there's a wire that goes around the entire city.
Okay. How long have you lived in New York?
My whole life.
You never noticed this?
No. well, notice is not the word. It's apparently something that that has been there forever. I mean, like
I hate the world. I really do.
here, this is the post. Just in case you were wondering, this is going to be the
Jews love cheating
for
God.
the remainder of the year. And here would be a man sneaking out of the tunnel.
That's so kooky.
It is kooky. It's kooky. I don't know what's going on, but there's some shenanigans afoot.
Yeah.
Like that.
How was that?
Chili's great. My father was the one who ratted out cheese.
Oh, by the way, I apologize to everybody. I have a cold, so if I sound worse than normal, which just doesn't sound possible.
Right?
Yeah.
The Manhattan erov. Erov.
Ow!
I need to look that up.
This is
a fishing line encircles Manhattan, protecting the sanctity of the Sabbath. There's a fishing line. Look at that. Look. Do you see it? Fishing line.
Thanks, Luhu.
Line barely visible between Manhattan buildings is a erov used by observant Jews to create a symbolic domestic perimeter for the Sabbath. Look! It goes all the way. Look at this.
Why?
I don't know.
Why do people waste so much time on crap like that?
I don't know, but it's because of Sabbath Jews that the crock pot was invented. I learned this on a podcast one day. Because back in the day,
I actually kind of knew that. I don't know why I knew that, but I knew that.
The bakeries, they'd be shutting down for the night, and because they weren't able to put on, Jewish women weren't able to put on their ovens after a certain time, they would take their pots.
Why again? Why? It's all dogma. It's all ridiculous silliness. My God, go invent a new sport. Go like corgi shoots hound. Go invent that.
Like Jewish people are going to invent a sport. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Attack corgis. Why not?
Stop it.
What I'm saying is that is as practical as some of the crap that people do.
Listen, everybody has their thing. Oh my God.
Really? A fishing line around Manhattan?
No,
That's a thing?
I saw this wire this weekend. 100%. I didn't know what it was. See, now you know. See the way we teach you things? We teach you things. Yeah, Orthodox Jews, honestly, are a thing. They are just the weirdest thing. I don't know a single Jewish person actually. I
remember when I was living in Beverly Hills, coming home on Beverly.
Hills.
If you come off of Highland, hang out right on Beverly. Yeah. There's this community of gentlemen that wear fur, like lampshades for hats.
Yes, they're mink.
Yeah.
Beaver, actually, they're beaver.
I don't know, but it's just like,
it's beaver hats. Yeah. What about them?
Yeah, it is a humble brag, Benjamin. So what?
Wait, was there a point to that story?
No, just saying like they wear wacky clothes. No, I'm saying.
Guy with like a big.
It's literally a lampshade, bro. It's like 8 to 10 inches tall.
Living in Manhattan, you see these people all the time. I mean, they run 47th Street. They run.
I don't live in Manhattan.
Yeah, well, okay, that's a good thing. Let's move on. So again, these are very, very random clips about today. Then he started talking about how he's asked Beth for a sex thing for his birthday. Ida, it's been there for forever. I'm trying to look. I think I already shut down the NPR.
What's the tensile strength on that fishing line, by the way?
Fishing line. Tell us. I don't think it's.
I mean, are we doing sports baths? Or are we doing marlins? What's
sharks? I don't know.
Well, there's a big difference, bro.
Exactly. See those Jewish.
Have you ever been like a sports fishing, man? Those fish fight like a mother effer, man.
I have no interest in being out on.
My friends once caught a freaking one of those swordfishes, marlins, whatever they're called.
Prescription for
man, he fought that thing for hours.
Yeah,
we were just sitting there drinking beer, watching him do it.
Of course,
it had nothing to do with it.
Fishing is the most boring sport known to mankind, unless you're, getting something big. All right, so let's try and figure out what the sex thing is for Howard's birthday. Here we go.
Meanwhile, a couple of months ago, Beth asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and I described something I want sexually. And she agreed. So now it's getting close to
This
my
was
birthday.
something you two have never done?
We've done it, but it's been a long time. And
Okay.
1000% it's a blowjob.
She's not a big fan, but I said, listen, I would love it. I'm forbidden from discussing what it is, but because like you would think it's rather a mundane sort of sexual
It's
activity.
not that big a deal.
It's
right.
not freaky. I'm not a freak.
Yeah.
You know, it's not even that freaky. You'd be like, oh, what's the big deal? I do that for you every day, but it's not Beth's thing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely a blowjob.
Hey, what do you guys think he's talking about? If I had a guess, the gardener gets to finish on Howard's face instead of Beth's.
Let us know in the comments what you think. I think it is fairly common. I think she absolutely does not go down on him. I mean, this is a couple that in the past have said that they don't even let each other see each other naked. And when they're finished having sex, Beth will wrap herself in something so that he doesn't see her ass as she's walking out of the room.
But he paid good money for her. He said himself he's an investment.
I understand. But yeah, I'm thinking that it's the blowjob. This is what he wants for his 70th birthday. Can you imagine that you're married to this woman for what, 25 years, or you're with her 20?
And you have given her millions of dollars to just
the one thing you want
away
for your 70th birthday is a blowjob. It's really pathetic. It's
sad because do you think like Little John has that issue with his chick?
I don't think. John's chick reaches his penis. I mean, this is where her head.
Talk about Little John.
Her head sits. She's a fidget.
Not too many famous people have that problem, and this guy is like he picked like the.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
He picked a 78 Chevy Nova.
Hey, but you know what? She's blonde and she's tall, and that's what he wanted. So that's what he's got. I cannot wait. Uncle Larry today sent us the 2022 Beth's Furry Friends filings. So I'm excited to go through that. So we're going to get through the show and we're going to get through things. Okay? So, so here's how we're talking about
video of Ralph.
when he used to jerk off when he was a kid. He would pee. And so he peed and he thought it was jism. I'm going to ask the boys this because I don't know. I don't understand. Can that actually be something that is true? Here we go.
Oh God, I have a pool of urine in my belly. And if I make the wrong move here, it's going to end up on their bed. And they're going to know I was laying on their bed and I urinated. They're going to send me away.
Bro,
what am I going to do? I remember laying there like a turtle, trying to sop up pee on my belly. I thought pee was jism.
Sure he did.
Come on, guys. Xavier.
Bro, this is something that happened like 60 years ago. I mean, come on.
That happened before all of us were born. Tell me.
I got nothing, bro. This predates like all modern technology. Why are we supposed to care?
There is not a single boy.
Why do we care? Like, why would we care what he thought 60 years ago?
Oh, DR Stewart is saying, yes, this happened to a friend of mine. How is that possible? Everybody else is saying no. Nobody in history of sex ever got cum confused with piss. No, nobody. Considering the fact that peeing is a natural bodily function. So where's the confusion? And why would you confuse it? And what would make you think none of this makes sense?
But okay, even if he did, why are we supposed to care about something that happened when Louis was on the charts? I mean, seriously. I mean, how is that funny? How is that relevant to anything that's going on right now? Well, he was a retard when he was a kid. Oh, cool, awesome. 60 years ago, Vietnam wasn't even a thing yet, probably.
Exactly, Dory. And you can't even pee after you have an orgasm. It takes a minute.
Why do we care? Why would anyone care?
Before everything else kicks back into motion again.
What's next? We're like a month away from saying, oh, I thought my boogers were salty when I was 5. Like, okay, dude.
Yes, you can't.
How is that relevant to what's going on right now? How is that funny?
You're so cute. It's the show.
Oh my God.
So check it out.
Can you imagine if Robin Williams was on stage going, "Oh, I had a hangnail when I was 5. Nanu. You know, like, dude, come on, man.
The funny thing is that we do a podcast about.
I know we do, but I'm pointing out how ridiculous it is.
Today, and so funny or not,
Do you think your boogers were coming?
he is the stupidest man. He is truly the stupidest man.
No. He's not stupid. He's just lazy. There's nothing stupid about him. He you know why? Because he gets a check at the every single day. He gets to put a little check mark. Oh, that's the check. That's the check for today.
And Lou says candy bars for 15 cents. Yeah, and Bazooka was like a penny.
Dude.
When he was thinking it was jizz. Okay, so congratulations to Howard. Today marks 18 years at SiriusXM. It's like a minute-long clip. I will pause it in between. There was a couple of things he said, so I needed for you to hear it. So here we go.
Also, another note, today is the 18th anniversary of us coming to SiriusXM. God bless SiriusXM. It has been so fucking pleasant being on Sirius Satellite Radio. You know, I'm the first
for
one.
His bank account.
Bad, but when things are good, you got to acknowledge it. Lovely people, a lovely organization, and a great product.
Wait,
and I know,
did he sue them?
Come out yet, or is it? I don't even know. I'm
we
out
had
of it.
the announcement, right? There was a party.
Yeah.
You went to a show or something.
Yeah, the new app came out. You idiot! You're the one who went there to introduce it. Jerk off.
I went somewhere. They announced some new app. I never saw it, but I'm assuming it's coming. And
He never saw it.
What a.
It's January 9th. It's been out since December. He never saw it.
But I love how he's like lovely organization. Yeah, isn't that the one you you literally went to war with, and then like eventually when you lost, you became this bitter fucking old man that only does like exactly to the second what you have to.
Wow, Coliseum, is this true? Already gone 15 years? No.
Well, as our friend John says, the show's been bad longer than it's been good.
Wow. AJ, you are so right. I love Dondi. I love that name. If I ever had children, I wanted to name my child Dondi. But I guess that didn't happen. All right, here we go.
I tell you, the app is fabulous.
How do you know?
And all the video we're putting out, it's just a great home for all.
How do you know? The new app has been out. How do you know?
But you know what? You know what this proves? It proves that he does not digest anything that isn't spoon fed to him from his freaking staff. Because if you Google Sirius right now, literally like the top 100 results will be people complaining about the app. He's so out of touch.
He has no idea. Let me finish.
Our material. And I was just reading this morning that over on the terrestrial side of radio, that continues to fall apart. I saw that.
This is so funny.
Continues to fall apart. He's been gone for 18 years. It's still there. Didn't really fall apart. Right?
Nope. Nope.
Odyssey, which I think is basically the old company we worked for with a new name. I think it's Infinity, but they call themselves Odyssey or something. Or
Yeah,
Cassie.
when I saw it, I was going to ask you because
Oh, that's it.
I haven't
I wasn't
received.
even paying attention to my own stupid clips. I'm so sorry.
But you know what's funny? It's funny is that he punches down at terrestrial, but he never mentions streaming in any sort of positive way, that it has consumed how everybody digests music and in audio entertainment. Is everything streaming? He never talks about that because it's absolutely just throttling his ass.
No, of course it is. But
he won't acknowledge that.
Well, listen to this.
I haven't received any letters about how they were wrong.
Radio.
Somehow my career continues to thrive.
His bank account does.
You never hear the follow-up. It was just all headlines. Stern commits, Harry Carey.
Yeah, Stern is so hard. It's like, I can't believe you're going back to 18 years ago when you left terrestrial radio. Terrestrial
18,
radio.
he was 60 years a few seconds ago.
18, sweetheart. We just said 18 years. We
I
just
know,
said
but I'm saying is that's nothing compared to talking about something that happened 60 years ago.
Artie. Oh, which I thought you were saying about when Artie left.
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yes, everyone hates Howard now. Laundry Room. This is indeed true.
No, you know what? I don't think even that. I think most people don't even know who Howard is. It's the people that still remember him that now have that hate opinion, but the majority of people don't because they don't know who he is.
I know, but his business continues to thrive. Just so you know, his career is just
Well, yeah, well, because they're like probably laundering money or something. Who knows? I have no idea how a company like that can continue to do what they do.
okay. Clip of the day. Clip of the day is Howard feeling guilty for taking off, and so he was feeling bad about the fact that he didn't come in last week and that he was sick.
He probably saw his paycheck.
That now he gets paid regardless, and you know that.
Does he really?
So,
I don't know.
what do you think? He's a day worker? What do you think?
Dude, how would I know? I don't know if it's a flat. If
course.
It's
paid
yeah, but I mean, if it's a flat, if he doesn't work a week, he gets paid a week. Okay, cool.
Yeah, don't most people? I mean, you just take off.
I don't know, man.
Most people do. Most people that don't do what you do.
Most people don't get paid like a few $1,000s a minute either.
No, but this is true. Let me move on.
Hey, Music Stream. You know what? Just drop off now, bro. I'm not gonna stop talking. How's that?
Yeah. Sorry. That's the way the show goes. Here we go.
I can't even. You know. I'm such a nut. I'm laying there with this COVID, and I feel shitty. And I said, I should just take a few weeks off. And I got racked.
Few weeks off. He's laying there with COVID. He should just take a few weeks off. Now, this is after being off for 28 days. This is what his thinking is.
With guilt because my shithead fans, they started, he doesn't show up for work. He doesn't care about us. He turns and I'm like, you motherfuckers. You don't even let me be sick.
I don't think anybody says he doesn't care about us. Like, I don't think that's the common denominator with people. I think it's more like $90 million a year and you have the balls to...
I think the words that come out most people are, we're paying for this crap?
We're paying for this shit. That's exactly right.
That's literally what...
It's not that we care that you care about us. Truly.
It's a paid service.
He is a nut farmer, Justin. Let's continue.
You're one of them. Believe me, I smell you out. I hear you complaining in your house.
Hey,
These fans, they
Howard,
don't give me... I thought after all these years of fans would say, you know what? Howard has been on the air for us 40-something years. Maybe 50. Who knows how long? It depends how long you've been listening. And
I've been listening a long
time. You know what? The guy, he must have a good reason for not showing up for a couple of weeks. We'll chill. We'll just...
A couple of weeks. You were on vacation.
Yeah. And he missed 2 days.
And you missed 2 days.
2 days.
Just relax. No, you were not. And I'll tell you what. I mean, here's my problem, and it's my problem. Okay. I care too much what complete assholes think. I would like to be able to tell you that I don't care what you think, but I do. I care what you think of me. And I've got this. Even my kids said to me, Dad, you're not feeling good. Why don't you take a few days off?
No,
I said, I can't.
You did. You did.
That conversation never happened.
I can't.
Once again,
fucks who listen to me, they think right away I'm a lazy scumbag, and I care what they think. They go, why do you care what they... I said, listen, my fans put you through college.
God, this is fan fiction.
And I do care what you think.
Can you even imagine? Can you imagine how delusional he is that he thinks that we care? Who cared?
Paid service.
Marianne, Bobo, who cared? Who said something to him other than the sycophants that he, perhaps interacts with on a weekly basis? Who cares?
Well, Mo, did you see that thing on our site where someone listed all the tiers for SiriusXM?
I did not.
Someone posted it, and they have all the different tiers. The one that comes when you buy the car, the one this and that, and the only one that you can get Howard on anymore is the top one. That's like $20-something a month. So it's like for him to say, "Oh, I've been coming for you. I've been doing for you guys." No, bro, you're getting paid. And some people are actually paying decent money to listen to your crappy show. So
it's true.
Up.
If I pay a yearly fee for Costco, I expect them to be open on a Friday afternoon. Yeah. I don't expect them to be closed just because they felt like it that day. I pay
Thank you, Mr. Judy.
I expect Netflix to pretty much be on every single day. There's an expectation when you pay for something on a monthly basis.
Exactly,
that you pay for.
He always blurs the lines between when he was free and when he started charging. Oh, I've done
Yes, he
this. So what? Well, now I'm paying you. You know? Do
Well,
your job or get someone else to do it for you.
considering the fact that we're paying for him, it is shocking and amazing to me what happened today and yesterday with and I feel like right before he went on vacation too. He went on till I was nauseous about both a show called SWAT, which I've never heard of, nor do I care, and Equalizer 3 with Denzel Washington. And I don't know how anybody could not say that these are advertisements, because it just doesn't make sense to me why anybody would go on this. So I did do some digging on it, and you guys will let me know if you agree with me or not. But I'm going to play the next 3 clips, and then we'll talk about it. So here we go.
But you think about it, Howard. They wait for.
Oh, wait. So here's Robin talking about Equalizer completely out of the blue, having nothing to do with anything that they're talking about. This was fantastic. It's like, why would she mention it?
But you think about it, Howard. They wait for those Denzel Washington movies, Equalizer.
I know.
You know, I forget the last time he made one before this third one.
Why are you talking about that? Why is that even like something that needs to be brought up? Then Ronnie comes on, and I swear to God, it was a solid half hour of talk about a show called SWAT. I know nothing about it. Apparently, they were going to cancel it last season. I know Equalizer's been out for 6 months. I have a conspiracy theory. I'm going to come back to it. But let's hear some more with Ronnie and the SWAT promo.
I wish I had been on SWAT.
You could have been.
Is the show over now?
Yeah,
no, it's coming. It's coming back. It's coming back right after the Super Bowl. It's premiere week.
Where do you see it?
After
Do I have to watch?
It'll be back on CBS again.
Why do you know that, Ronnie?
So you mean it's like once a week?
Yep.
I hate that, but I'll watch it. Hey, JD, make sure they program my TiVo. I don't want to miss when it returns after the Super Bowl.
TiVo.
Can you even imagine?
Jesus Christ.
Can you even imagine?
I bet he has a VCR with a 12 still blinking. In his
Hold on. There's more. This is just absolute insanity. If he says the name Hondo one more time, let's see what these people look like. Let's see what these assholes look like. Hang on a second. Let me look up the SWAT TV show. SWAT TV show. Okay, let's see what these people look like. Shamar Moore, Hondo. This is the officer that he wants to bang. There's Dominique. I don't even know who any of these people are. I don't care. Let's see what IMDb gives it. A 7.2. That I think that's being generous.
Cool, whatever.
Since 2017. Don't understand the rhyme or reason for why they're pushing this. They must be getting paid for it, or else they would never mention it. Let's continue on.
I wish I had been on SWAT.
Oh, sorry.
You could have been.
That's not the one. Hang on.
I could see Robin really falling for Hondo.
Why?
Please. I'm not falling for anybody. If I fall, I'll break a hip.
You would give this guy the ride of his life. All right, Dan. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, I know all the guys. Great show.
Listen,
You should be proud of yourself. You can't remember anything, but you remember everybody else.
yes, that's exactly right, Robin. He can't even remember the name of the guy. He can't even remember Chris Cornell's name. He can't even remember the names of songs. He can't remember anything from like last week. But he's going to tell you all the characters on SWAT.
I was shocked. Like I was in my delirium. I had the COVID, and I'm laying in bed, and I'm like there was very little to get excited about, and I was all depressed. And all of a sudden, I get into bed, like a little bounce in my step. I go, "Time to get back to the guys."
Are you
Team
kidding?
20.
Are you kidding?
This is such a commercial.
Rondo, Tan, Deke, Luca, and Street,
Like he knows all their names.
and Chris.
Yeah. Well, it's cool because it makes the time go by, and it's
It
a
sure
cool
does.
show. Yeah. Did you
Yeah,
watch
sometimes
anything else? Did you watch that Magic City thing that I told you about?
No, I watched Equalizer 3. What a movie!
Yeah, I
maybe
saw
the best
that
movie
I
ever
saw
made.
that on the plane. I saw that on
Oh,
the
my
plane when I
God.
flew into New York. Yeah.
What a movie!
Wow.
I mean, that's a movie.
That's
Not
a
like
movie.
that fucking Keanu Reeves. They ruined that franchise.
I know they went too far. I
John
don't know
Wick.
what happened. Everybody lost their minds.
Can you
Who was
imagine
in the
if
writing
this is a
room?
conversation? This went
John
on.
Wick
and
used to
on
have a
and on.
story. Denzel
Wow.
Washington always make sure he has a story.
Thank you, Denzel.
I heard you for Christmas got some kind of new weed, Ronnie. Is that true?
Yeah.
Look at this ad.
What's it called?
What's the new weed?
It's actually called Laughing Laugh or something. Laughing Laugh or something like that. I don't know. Stephanie got it at this cool place here.
Why? How? Why? 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 Xavier, you there?
I'm here. $1.99, dude. What cheap motherfucker.
Let me give you my conspiracy theory now. You ready? So, did a little digging into Equalizer because I was like, why is it that he's talking about this so much? So work with me here and listen to my thoughts. I think I'm getting a little too deep into the weeds, but okay.
You are.
So I know. So hear me out, okay? Just hear me out. So here is Equalizer 3. And I'm like, let's see the full cast and crew. Maybe there's a connection to somebody that Howard knows. Maybe there's something going on here. So I'm looking. And so I go to the directors who it's produced by, and I see this guy named David Bloomfield. And I'm like, David Bloomfield. That name sounds really familiar to me. Who do I know whose name is Bloomfield? Then, as I'm looking through the Beth's Furry Friends Foundation, I go down to the people who are part of her organization because, of course, she's the president. But the secretary and director is Keith Bloomfield, who runs a very successful banking business out of New York. And there's David Bloomfield, and I'm just curious whether or not they're related. Yes, David Bloomfield dug the tunnel. Just wondering if they have anything to do with each other and whether or not they're related to each other. Any thoughts there?
I guess.
Maybe. I don't know. But that name is not
Sure,
just
why
like,
not? Let's go with it.
and I'm just kind of loving it. Don't forget, we're going to go to Beth's Furry Friends financial statement momentarily. I can't wait to share that with you. We'll come back to it just as soon as we are done with the clips. I don't know. I'm just saying. Okay, so then I guess the people behind the scenes decided that the Beth and Howard arguing bit is enough that they can actually make a bit out of it. And so I think you're the one who called this last year that he was going to make her his foil now.
Absolutely.
Mother dies, it's all over. So Bloomfield may be a common name, but it's just a little too uncommon for the director and the producer of the movie and Beth's best gay bestie to have the same last name. Thank you, Jeremy.
Ooh.
Okay, so let's listen to this.
It says here, when the pandemic hit 2020, isolation brought Beth and I closer together. Now COVID has us arguing. Here's a look back on our relationship during the pandemic. All right, I'll listen to it.
We got a timeline here. Okay.
Yeah, here's a timeline.
I'm with the
And Howard,
hottest
the new
woman.
bit.
You look like you stepped out of a dream. And I'm doing shows from my house. So it's not all bad.
I'm living my dream.
No, I love you.
I love you.
Beth is the perfect wife. She loves Clorox and Lysol wipes. You keep our whole household together. I can't ask you to do
I
anything.
have to say I enjoy it. It feels nice.
No, you're doing great, but I feel guilty asking you to do anything. You do enough for me. I'm going to give you a reward. I'll give you sex tonight.
Thank you.
All right, you'll get that.
Beth had a very severe case of
I
COVID.
did not have a severe case of COVID.
Honey, you did.
When?
Why are you mad at me for saying that?
One day, you're a
I'm
bad,
fine.
sick person.
And you're a person who's sick and is in denial.
You're insane. Were you so isolated you don't even know what bad cases mean?
By the way, how did I even
You
get...
just never have seen me sick before and on the ground crying.
Yeah. This is what's to come, my friends. This is what's to come for 2024. Okay? Just throwing it out there to you. I know nobody has any comments about this, but this is
It's stupefying. That's why.
I know there's nothing to say, but
It's
new...
Ricky and Lucy now. All of a sudden.
Yes. Oh my God.
Hi, Babalu. Hi, Lucy. Jesus
Oh my
Christ,
goodness.
it's so horrible.
Somebody, I think it was Benjamin, mentioned earlier today about the Paul Giamatti clip that he played. So I know he played it. It was somebody had asked a question backstage at the Golden Globes. I think it was the Daily Mail, and asked Paul a question about Howard Stern and if he'd ever work with him again. And some people took it as him giving like a dig to Howard. Others took it as, oh my God, he like lives for Howard. And I'm wondering what you guys think. So let me play the clip and you let me know what you think.
By the way, my Private Parts co-star, the most wonderful actor, Paul Giamatti, won Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture, musical or comedy for The Holdovers.
Yes.
He's fantastic in it. And backstage, he got asked a question about me. It was right after he received the award. Paul Giamatti gave me a shout out, and I'll play it for you right
All
here.
right, we'll do one last question with the Daily Mail.
Hi, Russ from the Daily Mail. Would you ever want to work with Howard Stern again? How would you think that would be?
In a heartbeat. I owe that man everything. I'm not kidding. I love that guy. He says he never wanted to act after that again. But if I could get him back in a horror movie with Howard Stern, that's a good idea. I love him, so I'm working with him.
If I could get him back in a horror movie, I would love him. Like, I'm not even understanding that. First off, he sounds exactly like Gary to me, but I don't even understand his comment. I mean, was it weird? What do you guys think? I don't really understand it at all.
It's you know what it is? It's filler.
It is
just filler. All this is just filler.
Yes, of course it is. Of course it is. So, yeah. So this is it. This is my last clip. It's the end of the show, and it's absolutely nothing. Rupert Pupkin says, Giamatti was just on Mike Moran's podcast. When Private Parts was brought up, he said it was the most work he did at the time and quickly moved on after 10 seconds. You know why? Because I think people keep going back to that because it's just a weird thing to kind of come back to time and time again. So
he was a Rhino in Amazing Spider-Man 2. One of the worst freaking performances in the history of everything. It was worse than like the lead actress in Debbie Does Dallas, bro.
But you know the weird thing about Paul Giamatti is that the movie I know him for, which is not Private Parts, there was this movie about wine that came out like a long time ago.
He's done a lot of clunkers, bro.
Huh?
He's done a lot of clunkers.
No, I understand that, but I think what put him on the map was this movie. I can't remember what it's called, but it was a movie about like wine, and he drove a little sideways. Thank you, guys. Sideways. Yeah, which was a phenomenal movie, and that was before Private Parts. And I thought he was great in it. I thought it was an amazing movie. So that's where I know Paul Giamatti from. And the fact that he thinks Howard Stern put him on the map for a $45 million movie. Let's see what's sideways.
Cool.
Hold on, I'm gonna look that up right this second. Sideways.
Hey, was it Sideways, guys?
Stop it! They're just catching up. Be nice.
I am nice.
Sideways gets a 7.5. I'm just wondering how much it made at the box office. Projection, but that's on IMDb Pro. If somebody can look that up for me, I'd really appreciate it. But that gets a 7.5. Private Parts gets a 6.9. Okay, a better movie, clearly. All right, so end of show. Let's go to that, and then we can get to Beth's tax filings.
Yes, let's get to
sports. I just know because I'm a college fan.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, the show's gone on long enough. I'm exhausted. We'll be back tomorrow. And, yeah, that's it. What a full show. We had a lot to cover. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah, goodbye. That's it. End of show. Bye. That's all you got. That's all you got. That's the show. That's the show, my friends. All right. So thanks to Uncle Larry, who actually
Uncle.
just put up the Bet's Furry Friends Foundation public filing. And this is obviously, since it's a nonprofit, this information, most LLC information or 501c filings are, all 501c filings are available for the public to look at. So we're going to take a look at it because I had some questions about it. So let me just go through a little bit for you. So fair market value of all the Beth Furry Friends assets is $1.3 million. I don't know where that money comes from, but that's what they're saying the foundation is worth. Contributions this year were $454,000. And other income, and we can't read the attachments, unfortunately, was $173,176. Nobody gets paid in the fund. Lawyers were $10,000 and accounting was $34,000. Other expenses, $377,000, which you'll see below as soon as we get to it. Let's go. La la la. Grants receivable. Blah blah blah. Other assets. See, I don't know what the other assets is. Anybody who knows about these things, if you are here with us and you can. Oh, Sideways made 110 million worldwide. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us. Okay, cool.
I think that we should revisit this with Dennis. This is his forte, isn't it?
I know, but I happen to have it up because I was looking up.
No. What I'm saying is we should revisit it with Dennis's expertise.
How much was Howard's contributions? Yeah, you're going to see in momentarily. Hang on, you got to see how much he put into this whole thing. Hang on and get into it. Okay, so I don't know how to read these things. I'm not really good with taxes or any of this stuff. I'm just going to scroll down so that you can see.
Is there an accountant in the house?
The contributions to this stupid ass thing. The program is devoted to help animals in need by providing them with high quality medical care to rehabilitate them and prepare them for adoption. All of net proceeds from the sale of t-shirts go directly to help more animals in need. The foundation itself covered over $280,000 of medical expenses for animals in 2022. Can you imagine? And then the t-shirt proceeds was like $65,000 or something like this. And that's what comes up with the $354,998. They paid $280,000 in medical expenses for those fucking cats. That's insane. That's an insane amount of money.
How much is he worth, bro?
Again, I'm just saying.
Like 0.000000001% of his annual income.
I know. So expenses and gifts, because they give back. It's about $600,000. Hold on, and then you're going to see how much Howard contributed.
That's the equivalent of someone giving $5 to a homeless person outside the grocery store once a year.
So here's the places that she gave money to.
Oh wait, so she's turning around and giving the money that
we have to.
To someone else.
Part of a charity. A charity is that you're supposed to.
Okay. I'm kind of retarded. I don't know these things.
So you know what? It's very incestuous. People give you money, you give other people money, and everybody just gives each other money. But the reality is, all they're doing is saving money on their taxes. That's basically the bottom line for why you open up a charity. That's why you do it, to save money on your taxes. So she gave to a horse farm, which I find amazing, which of course is in Bridgehampton, about 15 minutes from her. Animal Control Center of New York. Those are the ones that go and, take care of dogs in need and stuff like that.
That go to Dennis.
And someplace in West Virginia for $10,000. The Animal Medical Center, which is really the best one in New York City, $5,000. Animal Rescue Fund of the Hamptons, $10,000. Aslan Cats, that's the one where she got the ones from wherever she got them from, Arabia, $2,000. Best Friends Animal Society in the city, $5,000. Bite-A-Wee, $5,000. Dogs and Cats Forever, $7,500. Dutchie and Renee, $15,000. This is her friend Evelyn Alexander, Wildlife Rescue Center, $35,000. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Long Island Bulldog Rescue, $40,000. North Shore Animal League, $50,000. Southampton Animal Shelter. Look, the Petco Foundation. Why is she giving the Petco Foundation $130,000?
Maybe you know, like when you go, like when you buy that bag of dog food, and it says we like to donate to an animal, and she goes $30,000.
$13. Right? San Diego House Rabbit Society.
Wait, what?
In the house,
I
$10,000.
picked the wrong animal.
So yeah, okay, and
She
then
did that to spite me.
yeah. So let's scroll down a little bit. Hang on a second. Let us move on because I have a theory on something on this too, which I'm excited to get to with you guys.
It's absolutely, Mr. Judy, you're right. Worse than the Imus Ranch.
Yeah, absolutely.
This puts that ranch to shame.
Yeah.
Dear.
All right, check this out. So Howard Stern.
I wish it was my fake charity.
So of course they put 1065 Avenue, the Americas, for pretty much everybody who they don't have a form to go back to. So $200,000 from Howard was a contribution. Some guy named Robert Heller in Nashville gave $21,000. This I love. Okay. Conspiracy theory number 2 for the day. You ready? So the real, she's saying contribution is $20,682. I'm going to fight you on that. So the real is somewhere like if I had a really, really nice bag and I didn't want it anymore, I would send it off to the real, and it's a resale place. So what they do is they, show you that it's actually authentic. They authenticate it, and then they put it up for sale on their site. I will contest that what this fucker is doing is that she is putting clothing up for sale on the real, and the money that she gets from the sale of her old dresses is what she's putting in as a contribution from this.
Dun.
No reason whatsoever for the real to be contributing money to them. I mean, seriously, like if you look at the real, just so you can see what I'm talking about, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, which I can't imagine. Real, learn how to spell, idiot. Real. Okay. It's really just to buy and sell designer clothing. Oh, I'm not a member. Basically, it's really just the top brands. It's like the top of the line stuff. It's every high ticket item you can possibly imagine. I am positive that she is selling shit on there, and she's putting that. Okay, so she's buying clothing, she's putting it back to resell it, and then putting it in as money for the charity. That's what I got. Okay, use arms password. Okay, and some random people, $10,000 here, $10,000 here. The Roe Foundation, what the hell is that? $10,000 there. Taylor Swift, $13,000. Remember, she said she contributed to her cat fund last year. $13,000. Mark Whelan, no idea who that is. Almost $20,000. That's pretty much it. So she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 contributors plus her husband to the entirety of her Furry Friends Foundation. Yet it's valued. So that's how much? Let's say 200, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so that's $200,000, $300,000 in, plus $60,000 that she sold in T-shirts and miscellaneous stuff. That's $360,000 that came in, and she sent out more than that, and says that the net assets of the fund is $1.5 million. So I don't know where that money comes from or where it goes, and yeah. I don't know. People go to the real. Maybe I'm on TikTok too much. I don't know. What do I got? I don't know.
You need to go down one of those holes with the guys.
No, giving to charity isn't tax dodging, but opening up a charitable foundation and putting your own money into it is in fact non-taxable. I know this for a fact. So that is absolutely a truism. I don't know if anybody knows about this who could back me up on this, but I'm pretty positive that's the way it works. That's all I got. So yeah, what do you think? Definitely it's a donation putting in her name doesn't make sense, right? Something sketchy's going on. I don't know what it is, but there's definitely something something going on there. So yeah,
I eat cereal.
That's all we got. So that's her filing for this year. I wish
that's 2 years ago, right?
Oh, so 2022, right?
Yes,
but you have a year to put it in, so I think it just came out.
Yeah.
So that's what that is. But I wish, that's only nonprofits. I wish we had something for the 112 thingamajiggy.
Dun, dun, dun.
I would love to take a look at that. All right. So yeah, there you go. That is what is going on today, our lovely friends. Yeah, that's all I got. Tomorrow, Dennis will be back with us and we will be doing the puppet reveal. I will tell you that once we got off of the show yesterday, he brought it up onto his lap and he gave him his own little microphone, and it's just the cutest thing ever.
It looks amazing.
And I got to tell you something, Xavier. Now that I'm watching Gen V, and
yes.
what I'm talking about with the puppets,
yes.
it just makes
the puppets are crazy.
It just makes the puppet thing.
Hopefully, he's not doing to that puppet what Gen V is doing to those puppets. Oh, if he did, you know what? It's okay. We accept everybody.
River Pumpkin says Johnny Carson donated over $150 million to his foundation. There will never be a Howie Stern Foundation. No, that's what Beth is for. That's what Beth is for. Yeah, thank you everybody who contributed to the puppet. It's because of you that this silly ridiculousness is going to be revealed tomorrow. So I'm excited to do that for you. And yeah, that'll happen tomorrow. Howard announced that next Wednesday, Green Day is coming in. Black Crows. Who was it? Does anybody even remember? I don't
know. Green Day sounds about right.
I don't even remember. But yeah, so I'm going to leave now. I'm going to go and run a fishing line around my house.
You're talking about the Cult?
No, the Cult is doing a show on
101, right?
On 101 for him.
Oh,
I'm not
whatever.
Why. I'm not really sure what's going on there. All right. Okay. All right. Listen, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the little bell so that you know when we're having another show.
It helps, guys.
It does help. And, we're just chugging along into 2024, hoping that the show doesn't become...
hopefully tomorrow it won't be just one person the way we're going.
It's okay. I don't care who's here. Baruch atah, I'm annoyed. That's exactly right, John Doe. All right, my lovies. So everybody have a great night tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us, guys.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We really always appreciate you. And we will see you anon. Hey guys, thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any further discussion at RadioGunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so you know when we're doing a new show. Thanks.